So countdown from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello. Alright, so starting off, what I'm going to be doing, that was actually pretty slow, is I'm just going to reset the game and then restart the file. And what this does is it loads the game in like a glitchy sort of state. It pretty much just sets everything to 0. So the most important is my life count, and what this does, since my life count is at 0, I'll be able to do a game over abuse at the end of the first level here. I'm being really slow now. It sets a lot of stuff to 0, but this glitch only works if you have, or on a used file. You can't do it on a new file. So the game over abuse is gonna save quite a bit of time. Sorry if my commentary is kind of bad, but it skips a portal cutscene where it counts all the gems that you collect, as well as teleporting me to the second level that I'm going to go to, which is at the beginning of the first homeworld here. Alright. So a little bit about 100%. The goal for it is to just collect all gems and all fireflies. And so there's a total of 8,000 gems and a total of 100 fireflies that we need to collect. And, but I kind of think of the requirements for 100% as unlocking a special minigame at the end, which is called Sparks Panic, where basically it's just get 100% on a file. However, because of this, you also need to, or since we're paying money bags in this run, we have to collect the money that he steals from us. So timing isn't going to end on the final hit of the last boss. Instead, timing ends at, or when we start the credits, which is after the last boss fight. It's just something the few runners that or the few people that actually run this game just decided on. Alright, so right here I finally get to unlock the Flame Breath, because for some reason dragons don't breathe fire. Until, you know, magic stuff happens. So yeah, there's actually 3 breaths in this game. There's 2 breaths and then 3 power-up breaths. And we don't really use the power-up breaths very much. There is a lightning breath in this game, and we only use it in 2 parts of this run. So I need to collect this life right here, which doing that I just died. Oh, that was... okay. That was definitely not meant to happen. I was not meant to die right there. So I need to go back and complete that level. That was absolutely awful. Alright. So now I just have to complete this rough level. Alright, so the sad part about this game is there are key chests in it, just like any other game, or any other Spyro game like 1, 2, and 3. However, unlike those, the original trilogy, in this game, if you collect a key for the key chest and then you die, you have to recollect the key all over again, which is really annoying. Alright, so that's all the fireflies. Oh, whoops, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Open. Alright. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is just a save warp. This just teleports me to the beginning of the homeworld, so I can go to this level. This level has the second glitch that I'm going to be doing. The first being the new, the restarting the game. And this glitch is called boulder clip, where I just, you know, flip through a boulder, as the name suggests. And to do that, I need an enemy to hit me. So I'll be losing so I'll be losing some life, or some health. However, in this level, I have to do it twice. So if I get hit unintentionally, then I'll wind up with no sparks after the second time. Alright. This minigame is also really annoying. It's called freeze tag. You have to run around freezing a bunch of fire pixies. However, there is some strats you can do. The pixies' movement are based on Spyro's position and movement. So if you do the same thing every time, they also do the same thing, which is really helpful. So shoutouts to Yadra and Missing No for finding the strats for those 2 rounds. For those of you who don't know who those are, they're like the only other runners of this game. Missing No has the world record for any percent, and Yadra has the world record for 100%. Alright, so what I did there was I paused the game, and that's because these bowling guys, while they're bowling, I need them to be like rolling around. However, if I didn't pause the game, they would like deflate themselves. And that was the first instance of boulder clip, where I just get these guys one of them to hit me, and then just pushes me past that boulder and into the loading zone. And normally you're not supposed to access that area until after you beat the first boss, which is when you gain the ability to break those boulders. But doing it that way will require a bunch of backtracking. And then here's the second instance of the boulder clip, grabbing this guy, leading him over here, and him pushing me in here, so I can get these gems. And I'm missing a gem. Or gems. That is super not good. This is already off to a great start. Alright, I need to find these gems. Oh, there it is. Alright, so once this is done saving, I'm gonna restart the game so that I don't have to sit through the counting of the gems. And I only do this a few times because it's just so close to where I would spawn, or to where the beginning of the homeworld is. So it just saves a little bit of time. This is Agent 9, the first Agent 9 level that we do. There's 4 total. Alright, hopefully I can get this. I didn't get it. You're able to break that vase by very precise jumps, or shots. Okay, I got it that time. So doing that, and then getting the gem off screen, lowers the gem a little bit, so that you can actually pick it up by doing a double jump. Also, interesting fact about Agent 9 levels is he has his own, like, he pretty much has infinite lives. He has, dying in an Agent 9 level won't lower your life counter at all. And his health is also not tied to sparks whatsoever. That's just a death abuse, just to get back here faster. So, doing bad in an Agent 9 level, it's okay. I mean, obviously it's slow if you make a few mistakes. But it's not like it'll ruin your life or anything like that. Or ruin your life counter. Alright, that guy, he can turn around to attack you, and doing that wastes a little bit of time, and I don't like that when he does that. But he didn't do that to me, which is nice, and I got all the gems, good. And then once again right here, once it's done saving, I'm just going to reset, and just continue. That way I can skip having to go through all the counting of the gems. Alright, so this is Temple of Doom, and it also has the boulder clip glitch that I did in Shamrock Isle. And I only have to do it once, thank God. So I'm not too worried about sparks. Okay, now I am a little bit worried. Thank goodness there's those otters right there. And I know I did pass up some gems, that's intentional. I'll be going back to that place later. wow, that troll bomb is supposed to go in on one hit, or in the water on one hit. So I'm gonna grab this Firefly. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I don't have sparks. And when you don't have sparks, if you pick up a Firefly, you automatically get the lowest level of sparks. And I definitely needed sparks to get into here. And then when you have no sparks and you get an extra life, you automatically get full sparks. And then this is just a failure of a way to get that thief. But this is just a quick way to get that thief. There we go. I miss it. Something you can do at the end of each level is a text skip, to where when you're capturing the last Firefly, or whenever you capture a Firefly, you get a text box saying, "Hey, you caught this Firefly," and my brain just died. And if it's the last Firefly that you of the level, you get an extra text box of sparks saying, "Hey, congratulations, you caught all the Fireflies in this area." But you can skip that in the levels, not the homeworlds, just levels, to where if you enter, or if you press start right as you're about to capture the Firefly, you'll capture it as you're entering the pause menu, and that just allows you to exit level immediately. Without having to read the text. So this level has some green tiki torches that you're supposed to be lighting, and normally you would have to get a powered up ice breath to freeze water so that you can walk on it to get to them. However, there's two tiki torches that are really out of the way, so instead we just glide to them. And yes, these the masks are talking. Or they're not talking. They're making the crash mask sound. That is just a neat little like Easter egg, I guess. Oh, I don't have sparks anymore. And even if I don't have sparks, he still talks to me. Alright, so because I don't have sparks, I'm just gonna grab these. Or I can die. That works too. Alright. I was going to grab those 2 fodder, but whatever. So this level is, as you can tell, is actually really laggy, just because there's so much stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because I died, I have to re-get the key. Which honestly isn't that big of a deal. It's just right here. And there's a little jump that you can do to get back up here fast, like that. Gosh dang it. Once again I missed a gem. In this game it's really easy to miss gems because Sparks is absolutely terrible at picking up gems. And I'm really not good. Oh, there it is. Alright. And I missed another gem as well. This is really unfortunate. I think I know where this one is. It's one that I forget about a lot. No, it's not. Okay, it's not that one. It's somewhere around here. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, this game, it's really easy to miss gems if you're not careful, which obviously I'm not being too careful. Plus, I don't run this category too much. I mainly run any percent. It's a much better run. Because gems are not a factor at all. You don't have to worry about missing gems. Yeah, also some of the gems are really well hidden. Alright, so here's the first instance where we pay money bags, 500 gems to open up the Sheila. I'm not going to be entering it. Entering that level yet, but paying money bags right there will allow the gem count during the next portal cutscene to be a lot lower than it should be. I'm also gonna open up this portal, which is to the boss, the first boss, but again, not gonna be entering it quite yet. So I should be 100%ing this homeworld before I get to the next level. And good, I am. Alright. here's the second Agent 9 level. This one has a few more death warps in it. I think they all have death warps. Not too sure. Alright, right here, I'm just gonna jump up and shoot those crates up there. It saves a little bit of time from having to shoot them once I get back up there. So I'm just gonna refill my health right here, so I don't want to be dying anytime soon. Also, this gem right here is one that I easily forget. Zigzag strikes are not in this game. Alright, so here's the first instance of a death abuse. Ah, dang it, didn't fire. And I'm gonna be doing one more death abuse a little bit later on. So I do have to be careful. Alright. Oh well. Didn't want to die right there, but that's okay. It doesn't matter too much. Just gonna kill myself here, get teleported back. Now we have one level left to do in this homeworld, and that is Canyon Hop, the Sheila the Kangaroo level. The Sheila levels have a nice interesting glitch, but it's only useful in one instance. And it's not in this level, it'll be in a snowy Sheila level. I forget the name. Right here, just gonna press start real quick. That skips a text box, or some text from Sparks. And Sparks is annoying, we don't want to listen to him. But anyways, the way the glitch in these levels, the Sheila levels work, is basically when you're doing a double jump and a ground pound, and you're doing it on a higher ledge, like that one right there. If you do it in on a precise like pixel, like on the very edge of the, I don't need that fodder. But if you do it on a very precise frame where you get the very corner of it, then what it does is it pushes Sheila forward a few squares, but if there's no squares that Sheila can actually stand on, then it pushes her extremely high up in the map. So high up you can't even see her. And doing that, and it basically just allows her to traverse the map any way she wants. Like, she can go anywhere at all. Or at least I'm pretty sure. I haven't really tested out the uses of the glitch, except for one use. But it'll save us backtracking in a later level. Also, the enemies they move around randomly. I just kind of have to hope that they land, or that they move in my path. Just so I can kill them without having to go out of my way. Also, when you do a ground pound, as you're doing it, you're invincible. So that's why I didn't get hurt by that boulder right there. And there's another text skip. Just entering the pause menu as I collect the last gem, so I don't have to listen to Spark saying I collected all of the gems in that level. So now we get to fight the first boss. And this boss is Crush. Crush is rather simple. There's a nice strat that makes it go really quickly. Now for each boss fight, you can actually save a little bit of time before this text boxes come up. You actually have you have control over Spyro, so you can hold down the charge button to move a little bit closer to the boss, so that you can start it earlier and the camera doesn't have to move as far when you talk. So this is the strat for Crush, and I absolutely failed it. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna kill myself. I was supposed to pick up an ice ball. Let's try it again. Oh, that's not good. I don't feel like killing myself again. And so, doing this fight normally is really difficult because Crush moves around really fast for the third hit. So it can be difficult to hit him with the ice ball. Also, I try to move myself as close to the portal as possible, so that I can enter it and skip some fairy text where it explains it, where the fairy explains a new ability that I learned. So, the route for the second homeworld is a little interesting because there's a portal right next to there's a portal right next to the beginning. However, I don't go into that one first. In fact, it's the one of the last portals that I actually enter, or one of the last levels that I actually enter. Right now, I'm just going around collecting some stuff and doing the breath, I guess you could say, minigame where you either burn or freeze like 7 or 8 objects to get a firefly. And these boulders right here are the most useless boulders, because you can just jump right over them. Since I beat Crush, I do have the ability to break them. However, that would just slow things down because of lag. It causes a lot of lag. So, here's the next level we're going into, another Sheila level, Lunar Ledges. This one's also kind of boring. There isn't really much to say about Sheila levels. I hope I got the... Yeah, I got the text skip, okay. That text skip, at the beginning of every Sheila level, Sparks wants to talk to you. We don't want to talk to him, so we press start right as the level comes into full view, and there's like no more black on the edges, then it'll skip the Sparks text. No, you can't jump off the edge. You can try it, but Sheila just won't move. This, just for safety, because I don't want to die. Also, Sparks does not matter for picking up gems in Sheila levels, because you have to be on the square, no matter what, that the gem is on in order to pick it up. Ah, dang it. So these enemies are really annoying. They throw grenades, and you have to stand one square next to them, so that their grenade will hit them and take off their spiky helmet, so that you're able to kill them. And I just got sniped. That has never happened to me before. Also, there's two of those guys right there. For some reason, they just love to share the same spot. And I literally have never seen them in separate squares, except maybe once. I don't know why, they just spawn on the same spot every time I play this game. Also, hopefully I don't die. And just another text skip. Now, unfortunately, I don't have his sparks, but that's okay, because I'm just gonna take a quick detour right here to get that life, and that gives me full sparks. And I'm going to pay money bags here, but I'm not going to enter this level yet. Instead, I'm gonna be doing that. It'll be the next level that I enter after, or the one after the next. Alright, so Watertopia has a death abuse in it that saves just a few seconds. However, in order to do it properly, I need to skip the checkpoint, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And in this level, it's a little bit difficult to skip the checkpoint because there are some gems near the ferry that you have to move pretty slowly in order to get without getting zapped by the ferry. And I didn't pick up that firefly for some reason. So the ferry's right here, and I just have to rely on sparks to pick up these gems so that I don't get zapped. The reason why I don't want to get zapped, for those who don't know, is because when I die, I want to teleport back to the beginning of the level, but getting zapped by Zoe will teleport me to her instead of the beginning. That gem, because Sparks is dumb. Alright. Okay. This thief is a bit easier to get a quick thief on. I don't know, I've never died like that before. Yeah, Season of Ice is an absolutely terrible game. Like, it's just awful. The movement is my least favorite thing of that game. The movement is just so bad. It's like ice physics the entire game. Not to mention, there's a lot of or most of the levels, if not all of them, have like hidden areas that you have to span the camera over for. And there's no level map, that I know of anyways, in Season of Ice. Like in this game, you can press some buttons, I forget what they are, but you can press them and it'll show you a map of the level. The level map really helps. I forgot to attempt the text skip right there. Oh well. Not to mention, like any percent and 100%. The only differences would be the only difference would be in 90% and 100% is that you collect gems in 100%, or at least you collect all the gems. Because there's a total of 100 fairies in the game, and you have to collect all of them in order to unlock the portal to the final boss. And it's just so dumb. Alright. So again, pressing start to skip some Sparks text. Because, once again, Sparks is annoying. Also, for this level, when we jump on the generators here, it'll cause a cutscene. If we press start as we're landing on the generator, the cutscene will play out, but we'll be able to move in the cutscene. And it's only useful for like the first one and the last generator that we hit. Yeah. Also for Season of Ice, there's speedways, and those speedways are super annoying. Like the first three really aren't that bad, but the last one is extremely difficult to do. Because there's 2 difficulties, and the last one is extremely difficult to do in the harder difficulty. I have no idea why the game makers did that. So, there's just a bunch of reasons why Season of Flame is so much better than Season of Ice. And that's why I don't run Season of Ice, because it's just awful. Anyways, here comes the glitch that we can do in these Sheila levels that's actually useful. So if I ground pound on a specific frame, the game will try to push me forward a few squares, but since there's an icicle right there, there we go. It'll just push me up super high. And so doing that allows me to bypass that icicle, which would only melt from the last heat generator. So I would have to, so doing that saves me from like a minute or so of backtracking to get those gems. Also, shoutouts to, I think it was Yadra, found that glitch and found the only useful way to use it. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Like, Yadra, like, pretty much routed 100%. I made a few tweaks to it to fit so that I can do it a little bit more easily for myself. But Yadra made most of the routing, and I just picked up the route from her. Also, these bunnies on the pogo sticks can be really annoying. Alright, so pausing there allows me to move during this cutscene, and that allows me to pick up some gems during the cutscene. Dang it. That's super not good. So, since there's no checkpoints in Sheila levels, if you die, you get teleported all the way back to the beginning. This is really annoying. Almost done with this. So coming up in the next level is Candy Lane, and it has a really annoying minigame. It's really not easy to fail. It's pretty easy to do. However, if you fail it, you waste a ton of time because it's so long. There's Sheila and Agent 9 in this game. There's 4 levels for both of them. Also, I know I'm skipping some gens. I'm gonna be coming back to that area later. Also, this level, for some reason, it's really easy for me to die in, or to mess up. Like that. I just jinxed myself. And the checkpoint is just so far away that if you die, you have to re-free those Baker dudes. Alright, so here comes the minigame. Basically, all you have to do is, this guy wants to bake a cake. Except he wants to bake a very, very big cake. And there's Rhinox that want to, you know, steal his cake. So we have to kill all the Rhinox that want to steal his cake. And he takes so long to make it. Or at least to make it, not really make it, but I don't know where all of his ingredients come from. They just magically appear. It's just some magical elf baker. And there's another minigame similar to this one in a level in the last homeworld, but that one's a bit easier because it's a lot shorter. That one I like it better. Because it's a lot shorter, so if you mess it up, it's not that big a deal. Whoa, that was really close. I almost lost. Alright, so he's almost done. Alright. There we go. I'm glad I didn't fail it. So now that I have the key, I really cannot die. Otherwise I have to come back to get it. And that's always really annoying. Wow. Hello? Good job, Spyro, freezing that dude. Luckily, there's some fireflies that I can get really easily. So hopefully I didn't miss any gems up there, otherwise I will have to death warp. Okay, good. is the third Agent 9 level. This is the only one that actually does not have any death warps. But it's also one of the more annoying ones. That's not good. There we go. And this green gem is one that I always seem to miss, or at least I miss a lot of the time. I was hoping that guy wouldn't aggro on me. Okay, so once again, once this is done saving, just reset and reload the file. And this skips going through all the counting of the gems, so I can get to this earlier, or faster. Now this level has a minigame skip. I mean, it's not really a skip, but that's just what I call it. Come on, witch. Anyways, first thing for this is, once again, I have to skip the checkpoint. So I can just do that like that. And you can charge jump off of that, but there is a chance of dying, and I just want to be safe. But anyways, for the minigame, it's basically you're supposed to glide across a bunch of platforms to unlock, or to complete the minigame and unlock the ferry. And then you have to glide all the way back just to get the ferry. So that in itself takes quite a long time. And I need to get that stupid witch. The witches are the most annoying enemy in the game, because they are extremely fast. So, to bypass having to glide across all the platforms and then glide all the way back, there's a special jump that we can do from the beginning platform that allows us to complete the minigame at the same time as dying. So, and what that does is we unlock the Firefly, and then we get teleported back to the beginning platform where it is. So hopefully I can get it. Normally it's not that hard. I'll try one more time, 'cause that's all I have. That should be it. No! Dang it. So, now I have to do it normally. This is what you're supposed to do. I haven't done that in so long, so I forgot where the platforms were. Unfortunately, and that was a game over. I was hoping that wouldn't happen this run. See, I've already killed that witch. Let's try this again. I'll give it one more try, and then I'll just do it normally. One more. That doesn't count. Alright, this should be it. Ah, I didn't hover in time. Alright. So I'll just do it normally. Platforms are. Alright. So now I'll just put myself there so I can teleport back. Alright, so got that. Now we're back on track. So I'm about to pick up a skull. His name is Yorick. And I'm supposed to take him back to the ghost at the very beginning. Now, if I take too long, he'll start talking. And with the route that I have right now, he's guaranteed to talk at least once. But if he talks any more of that, it's a sign that I'm too slow. And unfortunately, right there, getting those 2 lives, if you get them both at the same time, then then for some reason the game only counts it as you getting 1 life. So you only get 1 life, even though you actually collected 2. So there's the first time York talked. That should be the last as well. And sometimes when he talks, he'll say like useless stuff, but he can also give hints about the game, like secrets and stuff that you may not know. Alright. And once again, just resetting so that I don't have to sit through all the gems. Alright, so now we're coming up on my least favorite level of the game, Winter Mesa. And you'll see why this is my least favorite. The route I chose, or the route I have for it, is really strict. And I pretty much can't mess up. So, good luck with that, yeah. Anyways, one of the most annoying things about this level is Andy, this penguin thing right here. I need to escort him all the way throughout the level, and if I ever stray too far away from him, then he gets too scared and he goes all the way back to the beginning, and I have to start it all over again. And he walks extremely slow, so this part is really annoying. Now, I could... Also, these snowball dudes are really good at sniping me. Now, I could choose to do this after I clear out all the enemies, but I choose to do it this way because it's a bit faster, even though it's a lot more dangerous. The hardest part is coming up. I don't care what you guys say it is. It's a penguin. It's a penguin to me. Alright. No! No, 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 no! Oh, gosh dang it. Alright. So unfortunately that happened. That is the dumbest part of this entire, it's the dumbest part of this level is just getting frozen by those snowmen. Also right here, I'm under a very heavy time restraint. Hopefully I can get it. Ah, I missed it. That's unfortunate. So there's these floating candles, and you need the power of fire breath to actually hit them. It doesn't matter how close you are to them, because Spark says, hey, they're too far away for your normal breath. So, whatever. Wait, no. So you actually do need the power of fire breath? Alright, so this is a pretty easy minigame. It's hockey. There's 2 rounds, easy and hard. Basically, it's the first round I have to score 5 goals in 60 seconds. Second round, I need to score 8 goals. And with each goal you score, the goalie moves a lot faster. Or, not a lot faster, but it moves faster. So a time of above 40 seconds would be ideal for round 1, which I got. 43 is one of the best times you can get. So this round is a lot harder because it's the same amount of time, but you have to score 3 more goals. And wow. I have nothing to say about that. I can't believe he just blocked me on his slowest movement setting. So yeah, the trick to hockey is basically lure him to one side, and since he moves back and forth, you have to like wait a little bit before you start going to the other side, so he'll be stuck on the side that you lured him to. If that makes any sense. Okay, about 20 seconds is still an okay time for round 2. So, because I was a bit too slow, I need to get that one. Now open up the chest. And now we will talk to Andy. And we will escort him home. And this is pretty much a free ride because now there's no more enemies, so I can't mess this up unless I am just absolutely stupid. I've been running this game, well, let's just say a quick history is I started running this game when I knew no one else was running it by myself. So I just ran it by myself, and I just did any %. And that was about a year ago, I want to say. My first time was like somewhere about 40 minutes. And then I lowered it, or I changed the routes a little bit here and there, slowly lowered it, and then I ran into a video of Yadra and making some like short videos of like neat little tricks that you can do in the game. So I started watching those videos and adjusting my route, and then I saw ran into Missing Nose videos. He started running any %, and that's really it, I guess. But yeah, I've been running it for about a year. I mainly run any % because that's a lot faster. It's only about 30 minutes for an okay-ish run. Alright. So now that we got that stupid whatever it is thing home, I can finish with the route. Okay. I did not know you could freeze those guys. That is really interesting. Learn something new every day. So that's the end of World 2, or the second homeworld. Now we're going to fight the second boss, Gulp. And for this boss, in order to beat him, he shoots missiles, and you have to wait until they land on the ground before you can pick them up and shoot them back at him. But there's a way we can actually and I'm missing a gem. Dang it. But yeah, there is a way we can manipulate missiles to make them fall down on the ground faster. And we do that by manipulating them. Since they always chase you, we manipulate them to run into you, or not run into you, run into gold while they're still in the air chasing you, and that makes them fall down faster. And it'll speed up the fight. And just getting that life for safety. Okay. So here we go, Gulp. And unlike in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, Gulp is not RNG based at all. And I actually failed to manipulate that missile. I was supposed to run up instead of down. Oh, dang. Okay. So, that was a little slow, but that was all me. Not Gulp's fault at all. Alright, so now that we've defeated Gulp, we have an extra level of Sparks, which, if you can see, it's red Sparks. And it's the lowest form of Sparks now, instead of green. So now it goes yellow, blue, green, then red, and then no Sparks. So that'll be useful. This level is really laggy because it's really small, and it has a ton of stuff packed into it. And not only that, the route is really based around that guy that I just flamed. He's like the mayor or king or whatever, Jamie Castle. And so, and you have to run around flaming him. You have to. Oh crap! Dang it. That was unfortunate. So I will take this time to go into here. Grab these. And another thing is there's a lot of ledges in this game. Or not this game, but this level. So I'm gonna... So you kind of have to be quick about certain things in order to make the right cycles. Okay. I have to do this. There's I think 4 ledges that I actually have to go on. The rest I can, or the rest of the platform, or the areas that you're supposed to need ledges for, you can actually get to them without ledges, or without the platforms. Also, I'm just killing time here, because it takes some time before this guy to get to the next area. And it's super laggy right now. And there's really nothing I can do about it. Also, if you enter an area like that cave right there, while the dude is moving around on his hot air balloon, he will actually reset to where he was, or to his last location. So I can't enter them until he comes over here to the end of the level. Although I did make an exception early on when I missed the platform. That was just to reset the platform cycle. Okay, so now that I did that, I can do the rest of the level. And it's not so laggy anymore because I've killed most of the enemies that are in this level. Alright, so right here is a minigame similar to that of Haunted Hills, where it's an obstacle course and you're supposed to reach the end. And just like Haunted Hills, you can reach the end from the beginning, like this. And there we go. And we don't have to kill ourselves, so to get teleported back, it automatically does that for us. And we do it for 2 fireflies. And the discovery of this was really nice for any percent, which allowed us to cut down the time by quite a bit, getting those 2 quick fireflies. Also, I stopped the background music, and I did that on purpose because it cuts down a little bit on the lag. Not too much, but a little bit. And the way to cut the music is during the minigame, as you're about to enter the final area, or as you're about to like complete it, you just press start to enter the pause menu, and there's no music during that transition, so there's no music anymore. Also right now, I'm standing on this fence. That's actually pretty precise in order to be able to stand on that fence, and I don't know how I'm able to do it, like, consistently. So, we're gonna skip that platform, because we don't need to do it anymore. All we need to do is collect the rest of the gems. Here. And I did miss a gem. It's likely not there. I always seem to miss a gem in at least like 5 levels. I wonder if it's in here. Nah, I think I know where it is. This one. I'm missing another gem. Okay. This is very unfortunate. I'm really sorry about this. There it is. Sorry about that. So now we're coming up on, what is it, Moon Fondue? Yeah, Moon Fondue is the next level. And this level is really annoying. It's also pretty laggy. And it is, it's still pretty laggy. And it is also the first time where we will be using the Lightning Breath, which we get from this power-up gate right here. Oh my god. Yeah, missing gems is awful in this game. Also, those enemies that fly around on the flying saucers are super annoying. Yeah, Moon Fondue is one of the worst levels. But with the rod I use, I still dislike Winter Mesa more. Also right here we can just charge up this area and still collect all the gems. Surprisingly, Sparks isn't absolutely terrible at collecting gems in that area. Also, yeah, Winter Mesa does have nicer music. Also, one funny thing about this level is the robots that aren't flying around in the flying saucers are really, like, they're just huge jerks. Because whenever they hit you, if you're listening carefully, they will actually laugh at you. That's just how mean they are. So we can reach those satellites just by doing a double jump hover, and then the lightning breath will reach them. Like, the lightning breath has really weird properties. Yeah, the lightning breath has really weird properties. It can reach stuff from super far away, for some reason. It just does. Alright. Alright, so there's 2 satellites left that I need to power up. That's the first one. Or the next one. And the last one is right here at the very beginning of the level. Now, there is a minigame in this level. However, you have to complete that part first. You have to hit all of the satellites first and get that fairy or firefly, or at least talk to the captain in order to do this minigame. Now this minigame, similar to Candy Lane, the cake minigame, there's a bunch of Rhinox. These ones are robots now, and they want to stop this mouse dude from taking off. And this one that was really clutch. This one goes by a lot faster, but it is a little bit harder. The intended way is to... Dang it. So I screwed up, but that's okay. The intended way is to use the lightning breath to kill these guys, but that is super annoying. Oh wow. Because the lightning breath is really unreliable in killing these dudes. Also, you can use the ice breath to freeze them in place for just a second. Alright, that should be it. hope I got all the gems. I missed 3 gems in that level and I wasn't paying attention. That's good. Oh, there's... Oh, okay, there they are. Yeah. Like I said, missing gems. Very easy to do in this game. So this is Gypsy Road. This is the final actual Spyro level in the game before Ripto, the final boss. The last 2 levels I'm going to be doing are Sheila and Agent 9 levels. And this is like... No, it's one of the only levels that we actually do backwards. And I press pause right there just to get that guy to deflate so I can actually kill him. But this level, like I said, we do backwards. And once again, pressing pause. Just because it's faster, because of how the key and the key chests are set up. It's faster just to do it backwards. Also, if you remember the freeze tag minigame from Shamrock Isle, this one has a minigame just like it, except it's harder due to the fact that there are actually more pixies that you have to go around and freeze. So, and also, it's the minigame is timed. So you have a certain amount of time to be able to complete the minigame. However, there is a little trick that we can do for both rounds that will make it a bit easier. There's also strats for both rounds. Alright, so if you hold R as you're entering this area, or the charge button as you're entering this area, one of the pixies, one of the pixies actually gets stuck behind the glass ball. So you can, so it's essentially one less pixie to worry about, and you can freeze him while he's there. And I messed up the strat there for that round, because I accidentally had Flame Breath on. And same thing for the 5, hold down the charge button, and one of the pixies will get stuck. Okay, I missed the strat for this one too. I was hoping I wouldn't fail these. Alright. But there are strats for both of those rounds to make them, or to freeze all the fireflies, or pixies, in relatively quickly. Or relatively quick. almost done with this level. Then we will complete the homeworld. And then move on to the final 2 levels, Sheila and Agent 9 levels. Of course I would miss a gem though. Oh, I know. Not that one. This one. There we go. Alright. Okay, so now we're just gonna clean up the homeworld, get the rest of the gems and fireflies. I need lightning breath right here. So normally you're supposed to freeze this, but we can just glide across just to get that pedestal, and then we'll freeze it to run across. Also, I'm gonna unlock the portal to Ripto just right now, so that it's just already open anyways. Alright, got that pedestal. Oh my god. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my breath timer. And hopefully I can get that. Okay, good. No. Okay, we made it. And once again I missed a gem, but I won't go search for that now. I'll do these 2 levels first. Okay, so Rinto's Mondo Volcano. Last Sheila level. It's really just straightforward. I guess I'll use this time to talk about the final boss fight with Ripto. So the way it's supposed to go is he surrounds himself by like a magical barrier of, I guess you could say cards. That's what they are, to me anyways. But he surrounds himself with a magical area of cards. There's 3 cards, 1 for each of the power-up breaths. Power-up fire, power-up ice, and lightning. And you're supposed to get the power-up breaths and then burn down 1 card. And since you can only hold 1 power-up breath at a time, you have to get a power-up breath, burn down a card, get a second one, burn down a card, and get a third one, and burn down a card. However, that takes a long time. Also, I was really hoping this wouldn't happen. Dang it. So, for some reason, that enemy right there likes to get stuck on that lava lamp. So there's really no choice other than trying to hit and break the lava lamp and then get out. Unfortunately, sometimes you can do it by only taking 1 hit, but it's really difficult to do. So I need to get my revenge here. But anyways, for the final boss fight, so for the final boss fight, you're supposed to, you know, burn down the cards 1 at a time in order to hit Ripto, and you need to do that 3 times. However, Yadra found a glitch that allows us to clip through that his magical barrier, so that we can get off all 3 hits rather quickly. And the way you do it is you charge at Ripto and his barrier, and then you jump, and as soon as you jump, you press pause. And doing that, for whatever reason, will allow you to clip through his barrier and get off the 3 hits rather quickly. So that saves roughly between 30 to 45 seconds, maybe. Because it saves it saves quite a bit of time from having to just wrong way. From having to just burn down the cards 1 at a time. And it makes the fight really quick. And oh my gosh. I did not want to enter that portal. Sheila controls are really dumb because they're just diagonal. And so if you press up, you can either go like diagonal up left or up right. And so it's just really dumb. So I have to re-enter I have to re-enter the level just to pick up the final gems, unfortunately. No big deal. Waste a bit of time though. I should still be able to make it under estimate. I have a gem from, yeah. Also, that enemy that I just killed, somehow, I've never seen it before in my life, but I was doing a practice run yesterday, and those bunny enemies that are on the pogo sticks, sometimes they'll jump up super high and land on where you are at the time that they did that. Well, what happened was he tried doing that to me, but for some reason he just despawned. He got trapped in the top part of the map, I guess, and I had to exit and re-enter the level for some reason, just to get him to spawn back. He didn't like me. Alright, so one level left. And this is the most, or this is not really the most annoying, but it is the longest Agent 9 level. And if you miss a gem, it wastes a lot of time. So I just walk back there so I don't get hit. Yeah, it is intended, the front flip jump. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. But if you just mean like the ground pound thing, then yeah, it is intended. So I'm gonna pick up some more ammo. And doing this jump right there allows us to pick up that gem. Which is actually, I guess, dying there was nice, because I would have forgotten that gem. And had to backtrack for it. Yeah, the ground pound jump is intended. It's like the only way to do a ground pound. You have to do a double jump and then press B to do the jump, or to do the ground pound. Alright, there's that secret area right there, which can be annoying for first players when they're trying to search for gems. Alright, so we're gonna get that ferry, and then come down here. So we're gonna do a few death warps for these gems. Alright, so we get all those gems, and then we death warp. And then we come down to the lower path. And that right there was a small damage abuse. I turned around at the last minute as I landed on the bomb, and it bounces me a bit further forward. Saves like less than half a second, but might as well do it. So we're almost done. I should have 4,799 gems at the end of this level. should be the correct amount. Alright, I am missing a 10 gem, unfortunately. So I'm going to Death Orb. Dang it. I have a feeling I know where it is. Should be back towards the beginning. Ah, that's bad. Yeah, there it is. Alright. So now we're done, and all we have left to do is collect one more gem that I missed in the final homeworld, and then beat Ripto. So, you have to waste a bit more time, because I'm bad at this game. Or at least, I'm bad at this category. Here? No. Here. It's not there. It's probably down here. Shouldn't be over here. Yeah, it's not over here. This is really annoying. Oh, it's right there. Okay. That makes things easy. Alright, so now we get to fight Ripto. And once again, timing doesn't end on the final hit, it ends when the credits start. Which I will say when it is. Plus I have my own timer, so. Alright, so here's the glitch. That makes the Ripto fight really easy. Just jump and pause and you clip through. And you can get the final hits. Sometimes, like that, you can be squeezed out of the barrier, but that's basically how the fight goes. Really fast, really simple. Alright, so now that we did that, talk to Moneybags and get the gems that I paid him, the 3,200, and then talk to the Elder. And time. Alright, so yeah, that's Spyro Season of Flame 100%. On the timer I had was a 156.14, So that's really good. That's an okay time. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I guess I'll let the credits roll out. And if you want, I will be running any percent later on today, in a few hours. That run will be a whole lot cleaner. Or at least it hopefully should be a lot cleaner. Yeah. There we go. And getting 100%, we're getting all 8,000 gems, including the ones back from Moneybags, and all 100 fireflies unlocks this, which is a minigame called Sparks Panic. But anyways, coming up next is, I believe, A Hero's Tale, 40 Dark Orbs or something. But yeah. Thanks for watching.